The institutions that matter in the future will not simply distribute content. They will build trust. They will build communities. They will build influence. ANN was created for this moment.
Here are today's top stories. WAEC releases results and withholds 167,486 results over malpractice. Tinubu vows long-term support for Nelfund, says the scheme will outlive his government. Bauchi government, UNICEF launched 2026 breastfeeding campaign to fight child malnutrition. Troops rescue 14 kidnapped victims, recover 281 livestock in Sokoto. PVN devised proposed bus preaching ban, says evangelism will continue. Good day and welcome to Alive News Network. I am Salome Oladipo. Now the news in detail. The West African Examinations Council, WAEC, has released the results of the 2026 West African Senior School Certificate Examination for school candidates and withheld the results of 167,486 candidates for the 2026 computer-based exam over alleged examination malpractice. According to the head of WAEC Nigeria National Office, Dr. Amos Dangut, the figure, however, represents a decline from the 9.7% recorded in 2025. He added that some supervisors and invigilators found assisting candidates in malpractice had been arrested and would face disciplinary action through the relevant state ministries of education. The 2026 examination marks the second edition of the computer-based WAEC for school candidates following the introduction of the format by WAEC. Nelfund Board Chairman Jim Ovia and Managing Director Akintunde Sawyer met with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Abuja. They had discussions around the update on the student loans program as they spoke about how many students have benefited, the challenges so far, and plans on how to grow the scheme. Issues surrounding how to make sure the program is continued after 2021 was also discussed as President Tinubu said the government will support the scheme and bring in private companies to help. He opined that he trusts Jim Ovia and Sawyer and that Nelfund is good for students and for Nigeria. Recall that Nelfund started in 2024 after President Tinubu signed the Student Loans Act, as the law provides interest-free loans to students in public schools to cover tuition and monthly allowances. As of July 4, 2026, the fund said he had paid out over 303 billion to 1 million students in 315 institutions. The wife of Bauchi State's Governor Aisha Bala Mohammed and UNICEF on Monday launched the 2026 exclusive breastfeeding campaign in Bauchi to fight child malnutrition. Mrs. Mohammed flagged off the week at Kofaran Primary Healthcare Center and was represented by the wife of the Deputy Governor, Asmau Awal Jatau. Mrs. Mohammed said the state approved 6-month maternity leave for civil servants and a 500 million naira child nutrition fund to support breastfeeding mothers. UNICEF Chief of Field Office, Dr. Nusrat Rafiq, said the first 1,000 days are critical and urged mothers to breastfeed within 1 hour of birth, calling colostrum the baby's first vaccine. Dr. Rafiq warned against giving water or other food before 6 months to prevent diarrhea and malnutrition. She urged fathers, community and traditional leaders to support nursing mothers and end harmful practices. UNICEF noted that exclusive breastfeeding improves children's intelligence and builds a healthier workforce. Troops of the 8th Division Garrison of the Nigerian Army have rescued 14 kidnapped civilians and recovered 281 Rastafari livestock following a confrontation with bandits in Horobirni village, Shagari local government area of Sokoto State. A credible security source in the state confirmed the development to journalists, saying the operation was carried out on Tuesday after the troops received distress calls from residents of the affected community. According to the source, the bandits had invaded the village and were moving with the abducted victims and rustled animals before troops made contact with them. In the aftermath of the encounter, troops combed the area and successfully freed the 14 victims who were in captivity. The Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, has reacted, remarking that believers would continue evangelism in commercial buses even if such a law were enforced. The president of the PFN, Bishop Wale Oke, comments come amid growing reactions from Christian leaders over the proposed legislation which prescribes penalties for individuals who preach or engage in unsolicited religious activities inside commercial buses. The clarification follows widespread public criticism surrounding the Federal Road Safety Corps Amendment Bill 2026, which proposes a 50,000 naira fine for anyone convicted of hawking, trading, or preaching inside commercial vehicles. And that's the news for today. You are watching a live news network. I am Salome Ladbo. Do you have a pleasant day?
The institutions that matter in the future will not simply distribute content. They will build trust. They will build communities. They will build influence. ANN was created for this moment. The institutions that matter in the future will not simply distribute content. They will build trust. They will build communities. They will build influence. Africa is changing. Its influence is growing. Its economies are evolving. Its digital future is accelerating. Today, more than 1.5 billion people call Africa home. Hundreds of millions are already connected. And by 2050, the continent will be home to more than 2.5 billion people. Nigeria, Africa's largest economy, drives this population growth and mass connectivity. The epic center of opportunity. Africa's scale and Nigeria's growing population create a rare long-term investment opportunity. But opportunity alone changes nothing. Execution matters. Because media has changed. Audiences have moved. Attention has fragmented.